so here he is, the future Hall of Famer, Alex Poatan Pereira. And yes, I say future Hall of Famer, made his UFC debut memorably at Madison Square Garden in 2021. He's gone on to realize titles in 2 divisions. Bro, what else can you say about Poatan?
There isn't much. I mean, he has done so much in such a short period of time. He has headlined some of the biggest events in UFC history. He has knocked out people across 2 weight classes. This guy's power is something like nothing we've ever seen before. But it's his ability to be consistent and be willing to take on any challenge that separates him from most.
Tremendous work ethic. He is coachable, and always good to see his right-hand man, Plinio Cruz, in the corner. Hey, looks like Plinio had a big pregame meal tonight. I don't know. Pereira has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. He is one of the best heavyweights in the world, Paris, France's Cyril Gane, and that infectious smile certainly gets wiped away on fight night, but this is a guy who absolutely enjoys competition as much as any heavyweight on this roster. Figures to have a striking advantage in this matchup and in most matchups in the heavyweight division. Most of these guys, if they have it in their repertoire, are going to try to take him down. So what has he done? Gane's gone back to the drawing board. He has spent so much time working on his wrestling and takedown defense that he believes his sprawl is going to show up large here tonight. Cyril Gane, set to go for our co-main event of the evening. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Light Heavyweight Champion, Alex Poatan Pereira!
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. Well, if you are to beat the great Alex Poatan Pereira, it certainly would be helpful to have some of those Daniel Cormier takedowns. Tonight, he is facing a fellow striker. We'll see how it plays out.
And then you're up against it, because Alex Pereira versus the striker is a mismatch because he's the best striker in the world. Pereira needs to rely on the weapons that he has accrued over the course of a lifetime of kickboxing.
Well, few heavyweights move as well as the former interim champ Cyril Gane, and you see the footwork right away as this fight gets started.
Yeah, the footwork leads to the jab. The guy does a great job of moving into you, and then he pops you. And then the moment you start to rush, he drops the big right hand on you. Cyril Gane is a hard puzzle to solve, especially as you go up in weight classes. Heavyweights don't move like Cyril Gane, and you can see that as we watch him right now. I'm glad I got him to cut his hair, though. He had that long hair for a while. I said, this is scarier. This right here, Alex, is scarier. Ball-headed and just a monster.
Man, no denying the chin, but that head kick a moment ago landed absolutely brilliant.
That was nasty.
Well, champ, I'm not suggesting he needs to pace himself necessarily, but throwing caution to the wind and all of these bombs, no good if it doesn't land.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was a game plan, but if it's not landing, he's got to be careful not to get countered because he's overextending him so much. If he gets countered, he may go to sleep.
All right, so here's Alex Poatan Pereira standing as upright as one really could in an MMA fight.
Yeah, and that's why people believe he can get taken down, but he's upright. His hands are a little bit low, and you can always see him keeping that right hand cocked and ready to go.
Nice feint with a right punch there by Pereira. Beautifully placed with the left hook counter.
Oh, man.
Gane's now cut above the eye from that strike. Pereira's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm. You have to get that cross arm to try and guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
Well, kickboxing chops on full display early. He's got it all going here in round one.
He's got it going, and he's got his opponent confused. When this guy is using all of his tools, he's very hard to deal with.
All right, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now. But if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
Oh, there it is again, another combination. Perfect entry and timing there.
I mean, John, he comes forward, and anytime he gets an opportunity, he hits you with that beautiful combination. But it all starts with the hand placement. His hands are exactly where they need to be with that beautiful high guard.
It's hard to think about a fight in his career in which he has absorbed this amount of damage. His face is essentially shut.
Unrecognizable. He's unrecognizable. That is as close to the term that I can say. This guy does not look like the guy that walked into the octagon early. He made a lot of mistakes early, and they're ultimately costing him right now as we've gotten longer in the fight. Lands a beautiful leg kick.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Well, you got to think it's only a matter of time. Yup, referee stopping the action here. That swelling is getting out of control. This might be the end, DC.
It's bad. I mean, it's a lot of swelling. And it's the damage that he has taken over the course of the fight that is making him swell to a point that I don't know if he can continue.
Dr. corrals the referee. It looks as though this fight will continue, at least for now, but certainly that swelling bears watching as we move forward.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Well, you really hope that damage like this doesn't stay with him throughout his mixed martial arts career, but I'd be okay with not seeing him take another head strike at this point.
No, it's over. You can tell that the fight is done. It's on the ringside position or the corner.
Leather being thrown on both sides. I mean, how about those last 5 minutes? Are you kidding me? All right, so that's the end of the round. It is certainly not the end of the bleeding. The cut just above the eye has gotten out of control, and if this thing gets any worse, they might stop this fight. All right, so he survives to the stool, but he's going to need a plastic surgeon on Monday. Let us show you some of the strikes that caused that damage above the eye.
Just beautiful striking on display. He found the target constantly. He opened up a big cut above the eye, and now he sees that he's got a wounded opponent in front of him. He is going to target that eye even more in this next round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
All right, round 2. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Gotta like that, champ. Defense into offense, little shimmy, and lands up top.
Yeah, that was beautiful footwork. Way to change the angle up and then land a beautiful counter shot.
Gon's really starting to bleed out of that eye. Some definite adversity for the fighter here. Not looking too good, DC.
Oh, he's busted up.
Relax. Keep your hands up for you.
They just crash into each other, and every time you wonder who's gonna fall.
Well, it took a while, but finally feels as though maybe he's hitting that flow state, and maybe... All right, so no surprise to see the referee call for the ringside physician. Gonna come take a look at that damage more closely.
So much damage, J.A. This fight is done.
And that is it. Referee waves off the fight per the doctor's orders. Disappointing conclusion to that one.
It is, but it's the right call. I mean, this guy was not going to be able to continue this fight with that bad of a cut.
All right, so the doctor stops the action here. Too much damage sustained, particularly around that cut area. It was getting bloody up there, DC.
It was getting bloody. And as an offensive fighter, you continue to go to the same area. You continue to target that cut and try to inflict damage on your opponent. Well, by doing that, the referee said, enough. Let me get the ringside position in here. Let's see if this guy's okay. And ultimately, they made the decision to stop the fight.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Alex Poatan Pereira!
Well, DC, you know how much I love crowning new champions,
Yes.
and when we get to see these men and women realize these dreams, but to do it at heavyweight, man, just incredible to see this guy realize a UFC title.
And you look at the emotion on his face, you can tell that this is a dream that he has had for a long time, and now it is realized. Congratulations to the champ and his entire team.
And best of luck.